Welcome back. Those that are new here, this is where we discuss recent and old, present dog attacks that happen all around the world, where we also shine the light on things that happen in dog culture in a different way. Most of what you see in dog culture that is talked about, all it is about praising these worthless mutts. It's about praising these worthless mutts. If a dog nut trains a dog and the dog, listens to its dog nut master, it's not the dog nut master that gets the praise, it's the dog that gets the praise. Anything positive with the dog, anything that's positive, and as long as the dog isn't ripping someone apart, the dog gets the praise. Fetch, train it to sit there, smell around, the dog gets the praise. But the moment that dog attacks or bites someone, whether it's the first time in years, automatically the owner gets the blame for it. They don't even look at the dog as the dog that bit. No, it's not the dog that bit. They're gonna blame the owner. And these are the type of things that has been going on in dog culture, and I want to shine a special light on that, and give you my perspective of it, because the entire world is only use, and all they know is praising these worthless mutts. A lot of them have never, ever seen or heard of someone who hates dogs. They've never heard or seen of anyone that is critical of dogs. Never. And it's because we are in a pro-dog culture society that has its agendas, that is pushing dogs on anywhere and everywhere. And what is the main agenda of all this? I really don't know. But from what I see and from what I can say, it's just about making everyone dog nutters. And I think there's also a spiritual element to it, but I am not going to touch that right now. But anyway, let's get into it. There's a lot that I want to share. Hopefully I can get this done within the hour. If not, I will definitely do a two-parter, because there's some things that need to be shed light on. First things first, in Philadelphia, it's not that I care about the dog that was attacked, because I don't, but it's just a good example of that these dogs not only attack people, cats, and other natural animals, they also attack dogs too. And from the forefront, any dog nutter looking at this dog, and you didn't know it attacked, they would say this dog is sweet, they would say this dog is gentle, a fur baby, but little did they know this same dog basically ripped the leg off of another dog. You don't see dog haters or pit bull haters doing this to dogs or pit bulls. It is usually dogs attacking and savaging other dogs. Or it's dog lovers, disposing of and abusing dogs. You don't see this with dog haters. But they want to look at dog haters as the bad ones, when statistically speaking, 9.9% of the time, 9.9 out of 10 times, it is a dog lover that is abusing and harming these dogs. 9.9 out of 10, it is another dog hurting another dog. You never hear, I've been doing this for a long time, you never hear about dog haters going on rampages. We should, because we're going crazy. We're going crazy with these dogs. We should be, but we're not. Or at least I'm not. And so the way they word it, this dog is in custody, like they're talking to a person. The dog is being evaluated. It basically ripped the leg off of another worthless mutt. And police say they have yet to file any charges related to the dog attack. That being said, again, I'm not doing. It's not about the dog. I really don't care for dogs per se, but this is a a common trait of dog lovers, especially pit bull of bully breed tards. When their dog attacks a person, a cat, their natural animal, or even dogs, all they do is get up and they run. And it's not like they leave their information. They just get up, walk, run away, and you most likely won't see them again. So this dog here in this picture, attacked the dog in Australia, and just fled the scene. And it's pretty common amongst dog lovers. And in this situation, very similar. Should not be there. Same incident. This happened in Oregon. Just a few days ago, a child was bit in a store, I believe, and guess what? This guy just left. Didn't leave his information. Couldn't even leave a fake number and a fake name. He just walked right out of there and got out of there. And he's not the first to do this, and he won't be the last. Like, they always do this. They just always flee and get out of there. They don't even leave anything. They don't say, "Hey, take my number. I'm sorry for what just happened and my name." They don't even stay at the scene. They just get up and go. I believe the dog bit a child. Yeah, it's just, they do this all the time. These dogs don't belong in stores or gyms. And speaking of gyms, I was, sort of thinking about it. About going to this other gym in my neighborhood, and luckily I didn't. Because it's in a plaza, so I passed through the plaza, a few times, and I seen a dog in the gym. And I'm really glad I did, because I rather know that they allow dogs there than rather me being there unknowing that they do allow dogs in there. So it'd be like, I'm in here and here comes this dog. No, I rather see it from the outside in. So I'm grateful that I don't have to go to that gym, man. It's just ridiculous, man. Dogs in a gym. Ugh. This story is regarding racism, and for me, I don't understand. I don't understand racism. Don't get it. Never got it. But I feel, this is just me talking. Just like with dog culture, people, children, they have been brainwashed to think dogs are man's best friend and to be dog nutters. And I feel like with racism, it's the same thing. People are brainwashed through maybe television, through their parents, through the country, the city they live in. They're just brainwashed. I just don't get it. But this involves racism. This has happened in Ottawa, Canada. Sentenced 2 men to prison for what prosecutors describe as a hate-filled attack on an Ottawa LRT train last year. This target was a 20-year-old man from New Guinea. He was new to Canada, and the incident happened November 16, 2024. The 2 suspects is Philip Hudson-Berry, Dylan Graham Lawrence, and they plead guilty to the aggravated assault. So you're wondering, what does this have to do with dogs? Here's what this has to do with dogs. Someone had filmed the incident going on where they tried to let their worthless mutt, a bully type dog, attack and bite this person. And all this person was doing was waiting for a train. Was at a station waiting. And these racist dog nutters decided to tease, bully, assault, harass this person with their worthless mutt. So these are the types of people that owns these dogs. Racist people, slob people, vile people, you name it, disrespectful people, rude people. These are the characteristics of dog lovers. Not surprising. And you probably say, oh, don't generalize. No. I'm not generalizing. I'm telling you what it is. Dog nutters are just rude and disrespectful. They do these types of things nearly all the time. Not all of it's reported. They're always sicking their dogs on people, their natural animals, cats. And some of them probably are racist. Which, again, I don't get the racism. But these dogs, just owning dogs, makes people so vile. And it's true. These dogs, in general, they make people vile. Just watch and observe them. They're just so vile. They may seem all sweet on the outside, but you take a step in, they're really going to show you their true colors. This person, was yelled at with racial slurs. They also cut him with a box cutter knife. See. And apparently they yelled white power, 88, and they raised their right arm in a Nazi salute. So these are the type of people that are owning these dogs. And don't they say dogs can sense bad people? So why can't dogs sense these racist people? Why didn't they sense them? Are dogs racist too? Why didn't they sense them? But these dogs can see a child across the road and then decide to attack the child for no reason? But yet they're owned by racist people who are hurting and harming an innocent person. But these dogs, won't even attack the racist owners that they have. It doesn't make any sense. Because we know it's all lies. Dogs cannot sense good or bad people. All you gotta do is feed the thing, and the thing will listen to you, and hopefully it won't maul your face off. It's all lies. This whole dog culture is based off lies. Dogs do not sense good or bad people. Look how many rude dog nutters there are in this world. How come they're not attacking them or feeling bad near them? And even if it does happen, what these dog nuts are going to do is take it to a trainer and I don't know what's wrong with my dog. It's not listening to me. It's doing this. They're going to go onto Reddit asking these questions. And never would they think, maybe your dog just doesn't like you. Maybe your dog is sensing that you're a bad person. They're not going to think or say that. But as long as it's someone else, and they're doing that to someone else, they're going to think that you're a bad person. See, this whole dog culture, it doesn't make sense. It's chaotic. So much lies. And for so long, not many people have called them out on their BS. Well, dogs can sense good or bad people. BS. So tell me, just because I enter your house, I'm a relative, I give you a hug, the dog's gonna attack me because they sense I'm a bad person? What? So you're justifying dogs attacking people off of just a sense? Okay. In Howell, dog attack footage shows woman dragged to floor. There really is no footage here. I couldn't find any, but this happened this year. The woman was attacked and said it taking place on Ross Thorne Street near the park. It happened roughly around 2:48 p.m. public shows the dog seemingly on a retractable leash, charging at a pedestrian and knocking her to the ground. I didn't save it, but man, the video was so funny. I don't know if I should go and get it. You know what? I'm gonna pause. Actually, no. Maybe I'll think about it. Also added, the woman is seen attempting to get up and run, only for the dog to tackle her to the ground. After a minute, she's seen standing and walking away. They contacted the police. I'm pretty sure the dog nut owner, once again, just left the scene, didn't leave a name or number, and just fled the scene. Typical behavior from dog lovers. Yeah. It's unfortunate. In the comments, excuse me. Let me read some of these comments. They say, I thought these types of dogs were supposed to be bad. It is quite clear the owner releases the dog further on a few occasions and shows no sign of attempting to get the dog off the victim. In my opinion, this is a violent assault and should be treated as such. The dog destroyed and the owner should face justice. This one says, I'll be honest with one thing, the counselors ain't doing anything and never will. They don't even know where the dog is and whose it is. I'm 19, I can handle the area better than the so-called counselors. Another person says, an update on the victim is she is now home from hospital after suffering face and head injuries. She is currently being supported by family. Anyone with information can contact the police. Also, Bolton Dog Handling Unit. With a couple more. The owner was definitely not working too hard to pull the dog off. That's for sure. And yes, I know how strong these dogs are. As the victim was not British, she obviously couldn't tell the dog to desist. And a lot of these dog nut owners, you know, they get off to watching these dogs attack. They enjoy it. I mean, you have a violent fighting dog, and you know the reason why you get it is because it looks dangerous. And you know the whole purpose of these dogs is to attack. So to finally see these things attack, and they want to, and they when they finally see it happening, they just want to watch, and they love it. They get off to it. That's what I believe. If that's not the case, then why in so many situations of these dog attacks, these owners, you know, laugh and enjoy these dogs attacking, even dogs, cats, people? Why do they struggle and fall and flap on the ground when these dogs are attacking? Why do they do this all the time? Why can't they immediately stop the dog from attacking? Because I believe they enjoy it. Even if it's just to watch for a couple seconds of that dog attacking, they enjoy it. They want to see it happening. Because that's what dog nutters do. That's what pit nutters do. You have a fighting dog. Whole purpose of it is to fight. And you finally get to see it. They're going to enjoy it for the few seconds. They'd rather enjoy it for 5 seconds and see someone get savaged by these dogs. That's how crazy these dog nuts are. In India, a 3-year-old was critically injured after being attacked by a pack of stray dogs at their village. The child was walking along the road near the home when a group of stray dogs suddenly surrounded and attacked him. The dogs mauled the child, leaving him with severe injuries, heavy bleeding. They heard the child scream. The families and the nearby villagers rushed to the spot to chase away these worthless mutts. They also add locals alleged that the stray dog attacks have increased sharply in the recent months. making it unsafe for residents, especially children and women, to step out of their homes. They also urge officials to ensure proper medical care for the injured child and to implement long-term measures to safeguard public safety. In India, I believe you're not allowed to harm or shoot any of these stray dogs. Even though these dogs are a problem, you're not allowed to harm them. India stray dog. Put it this way: not allowed to harm stray dogs in. I like this. I like real-time investigation, just to prove that, hey, I'm not making anything up. This might be it. Alright, I hate using the AI thing. But I want like a valid source though. Yeah, but basically you're not allowed to harm them. For sake of this person says no. There's laws against animal cruelty in India, so if you see stray dogs, you basically can't harm them. I'm not sure, but in his town, a pack of dogs have been killing kids since a few weeks. Kids. Now the people have gotten together and have been killing these dogs, which is really good. That's beautiful. So beautiful. No one has been arrested. That is beautiful. I think it's legal. This easy way. It's illegal. All you need is the guts to file a complaint against the person. But it's stray dogs, though. This is stray dogs, man. But anyway, but I hate using the AI. But for the sake of time, yes, harming stray dogs in India is illegal under laws like the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals Act 1960, making it punishable offense to kill, poison, and injure them. So basically, you have 100 of these stray dogs around. You can't kill them. You can't harm them. You just have to live with it. See, I'm not making this up. I am not making this up. Which was a proper source? I can find this. I don't want to read too much into these articles, but yeah, you can't harm these things. So you're done. Like, you're done. And it's unfortunate. People's attacks elderly man. Should have done this. Man attacked in Windsor. Roughly around 4:40 p.m. Man in his late 60s attacked by a pit bull. Caller reported the man is on the ground and the dog will not stop, which is, common. EMS reported he has puncture wounds all over his body, including one in the middle of his neck. Vitals good, but low oxygen saturation level even with oxygen. So there's another attack. Man in the 60s attacked by a pit bull. How about this? Loyal claims. Loyal claims. Saying that dogs are loyal, the most loyal, which is nonsense. This person pretty much spoke it how I would say it. It's stuck with its kidnapper. It doesn't know any better and will not know any better for the rest of its life. If this, again, it goes all against the dog. The dog can't just leave. You won't make it leave. And if the dog does escape, you can be charged. Your dog love nutter, pals will hate on you for letting your dog escape. You can't neglect it. You can't abandon it. So you're basically stuck with this thing, and this thing is stuck with you. Like, talk about loyal. They choose to be with you. They choose to be there for you. They're talking about people. People choose to be there for you. People choose to be there. They choose to leave, come back, call you, email you, see what's going on. That's what people do. Dogs don't do this. Dogs have to stay in your home. And just like I said, they can't leave. You can't make it leave. You can't abandon it. Because it all go against the dog, it all go against you. You want to say dogs are loyal? No. Dogs don't love you. Dogs only love food. Dogs were selectively engineered to depend on humans. None of this is natural. It amazes me that their owners reveal in this idea of loyalty when the dog is not capable of choosing to be loyal, which is 100% true. They do not choose you. They do not choose to be with you. And it's because of laws. That's why they're there. It's because of food. That's why they are there. And a good example of how food is what makes dogs, stick around you and behave the way they do. In this video, as you see this big dog in a mall unleashed, is only, near this person, not because he likes the person, not because he thinks this person is cool and likes what he does and, he did something very heroic. He's only with him, around him, for food. See, he has a cup there, and it's filled with food. That is what this thing wants. And the moment he gives that bowl, that cup to the owner, what happens? He says, forget you, I want the food. See, he was doing pretty much the same thing. And this thing is not even paying attention to him. He's pretty much doing the same thing with this guy because he has food. And as soon as he gives him the food, this dog focuses on him. He doesn't even pay attention to you. You're groping the thing, but he's not even paying attention to you. He's looking at the food. It wants food. This isn't about loyalty. It's about food. And now he's refocused back on him because he has food. This isn't about loyalty. This isn't about, you're a cool person. No. This is about food. Food. And I believe Pavlov proved this. Pavlov proved this. He proved that dogs only react because of food. It's food they're reacting to. It's because there's food that they want. Every time this dog, heard the bell, it would get food. Heard the bell, food, bell, food, bell, food. And then once he starts ringing the bell and there was no food, this dog expected it. And the dog would become the worthless thing that it is. Begging for food, slobbering all over the place. And you don't see that with other natural animals. You don't see that. It's food. Dogs don't love you. Dogs love food. And I learned this back in maybe high school? Probably the first year of college. And dog nuts, still don't get it. They still don't get it. I mean, they probably follow this process to train these worthless mutts, which they do. But they still don't get it that dogs don't love you. They love you for food. You give it food, they associate you with food. They listen to you because they associate you with food. All these dog trainers know that. It's food. End of the day, it's food or these treats that they use. They can lay on these dogs. Lay on dog. Yeah, they can do these things. Not sure if you can see on the screen. This thing you see right here. They can do this all they want. End of the day, this is not enough. You have to train it using food. You gotta have food the goal. Put food around in front of it so it can run and get it. Does something that you want, you give it food. And the dog will immediately associate whatever it's doing with food. Dogs don't love you. Dogs love food. In this story, one of their annoying dog nuts moved out, and when they went inside the building, the whole place was covered in disgustingness. It was covered with fleas. There was damage to some of the corners the dog chewed up on. They had to remodel the entire unit. And they had to keep the windows open because of the smell. This is what dogs do to these homes. I don't know how some of these people could have so many dogs. Or even one dog in their home, in an apartment, in their car. These things devour anything and everything. Devour apartment buildings, your garden, grass, lawn, the traffic poles, like nature and even man-made structures. Dogs hate it. Because these things are just totally unnatural. Unnatural. Jennifer Lawrence, I believe she played Mystique in the X-Men series. Speaking in New York, she explained that I had a kid. Dogs became so scary. My son's going up to it, and it's almost like I don't recognize the dogs right now. Like I just see them as a threat. The turning point came when a dog bit her son, making her say she wouldn't obliterate every dog ever. Making she wanted to obliterate every dog ever. And that's what I said as a child when I had to deal with these dogs. I wanted every dog to just drop dead. Every dog to drop dead. Many parents online praised her honesty, noting how having children can completely change your perception of risk around pets. And a lot of these dog nuts, they want children to go up to dogs. They want them to all go up to dogs. And when this dog bites a child, immediately they're going to blame the child just for walking up to the dog. When they're taught that, when they're praised to do that. And now when the child does it, they get blamed for doing exactly what you wanted them to do. And I think, kind of go back to the whole dogs love food, not you. Here's my theory. This dog sees you feeding your child food. And immediately it's going to think that as a threat. Even though this dog is probably still getting fed. It's still getting its food, still has its bowl. probably still getting love from its owner and all that nonsense. But this dog sees your child, your children getting food, eating from your lap, feeding you, having fun and all that. This dog's probably getting jealous over that. And that's why this dog behaves like that. Again, these things do not belong in the home. So good on to Jennifer Lawrence. I know some people don't like her, whatever the case may be, but hey, good cause, and please do not own any more of these worthless mutts. Where is this? In Nanaimo, this is in Canada, a goat was attacked by 2 dogs, and later it died by its injuries. And the dogs involved were a Rottweiler and a Rottweiler Pit Bull cross. So let's see what that is. So it's not a child this time. It's not a cat, but this time they're what's the difference? Like, it's still a bully breed, still a dog. Yeah, things are attacking goats now. They attack everything. For what? And this, I don't know if I'll just show it, man. People are so... can't even show any videos. I'm going to call for copyright. But anyways, she's coming out of her home, and she sees this bear charging. But one thing that caught my attention is this bear just ran away. It just ran away. And obviously, in various situations, the bear probably wouldn't have done that, but the bear just ran away. All she did was put her hands up, and the bear ran away. You do that to a dog, and that dog is still going to come to attack you. You make all the noise you want, the thing is still going to attack you. You ignore it, the thing is going to attack you. But this bear ran away. That's it. You don't see this from dogs. You don't see this behavior from dogs. You don't. You don't see it from dogs. Am I lying? Or the dog will just run away from this and just go and probably never return? If this was a dog, it would probably run back and kind of circle around and then go right back at you. But this thing ran away back into the wilderness. You don't see that from dogs. And I believe when you have these dogs around with you, you become a target. A target for even deer, for mountain lions, for bears, for wolves, coyotes. You become a target. A lot of wild animals, they don't attack and they don't care for people. And they tend to just leave you alone. But when you have these dogs around with you, the target is your dog, either for defense or to eat or devour. So you want to keep owning these things, pay the consequence. In this one, we see a attack going on.
Go inside! Go inside! Get off me!
What is she gonna do? When you have a dog, you are a target for dogs.
Go inside! Go inside!
What was that in the corner?
Go inside! Go!
Typical day in the neighborhood. A typical day in the neighborhood. Now watch this retarded dog.
Oh, Jesus!
I'm sorry, but I don't say it like that. Am I wrong? What's wrong that scared. I was like, what is wrong with you?
Oh, Jesus.
What is wrong with you? What is wrong with it? People on the side are like praising this behavior. They're laughing about it. They're hearting it, but I don't get it. What is this? I don't get it. I don't get it. And yet again, they don't know when to stop. I've seen this happen over and over again. Always want to mess with porcupines. You don't understand the first time. I've seen like leopards get hit once by porcupines and they stop immediately. But these things will rearrange their whole face for nothing. For nothing. For nothing. Nothing whatsoever. We have time, 20 more minutes. 1 second. Okay, I'm gonna add a few more things to this. All right, check this one out. These are the things they want, and these are the things that they want in our homes. These are some of the things behind closed doors that are happening with these dogs. This is what they're doing. But a lot of them will say, "Oh, my dog is sweet and has done nothing." But these type of things happen all the time. Happens all the time. ISO, the owner of this car, and an aggressive black dog. The dog jumped into my friend's car and attacked her baby in the car seat. See, I'm not making these up. I'm not doing anything. All I'm doing is sharing what's going on. This dog jumped into someone else's car to maul someone's baby. So you can't be on your own property. You can't be inside your own house. Can't be in school, on school property. Even if you own this dog, you can be mauled. It's like we're not safe around these things anywhere. Man, it's like I don't know, man. I this is crazy. This is crazy. Remember how I told you how vile dog nutters are? On January the 8th, in a Mobile County, Alabama, a 14-year-old girl was found living alone since February 2025 in a trailer with 7 dogs, one of which was dead inside a closet. After Dollar General employees saw her staggering in the street and called the authorities, her mother and her stepfather moved to Pensacola, Florida, approximately an hour away, leaving her behind. The minor had contact with them only through food deliveries and communication via Snapchat in the residence. A handwritten letter was found titled, "How many times? Mom says can't come pick me up." How many times Mom says she can't come pick me up? With 87 tally marks. The mother and the stepfather were arrested for child abuse, worthless mutt cruelty, while the surviving dogs were removed by animal control units. These people are vile, man. These people are vile. In this story, what had me is basically she's dancing with the pit bull, just like that lady who was dancing with her bully breeds. Hopefully I can find it. UK bully dance lady mauled. Hope you guys can remember. They show it. I forgot. I can't remember their names, but I do remember stories of them. Yes, you guys can see that. So remember this lady here. She was dancing with her bullies, and she made her TikTok saying, I love my bully, and something like "F you, you can't take it." And she was kissing and groping her dogs, dancing with it on TikTok. And next thing you know, these same dogs mauled her to death. And here we have sort of the same thing. I mean, dancing with her worthless mutt. But one thing that got my attention is the comments. This person says, "These videos make me smile. I thought my dog was big and bad. First thing people say is you need to train him. No, I don't. He just fine, he just bad, and the man of my house. He has high anxiety, no calming shoes help or nothing. He be good. He leave my house clean." This is what they're saying. I'm not making this up, people. They're the ones putting this stuff on the internet for the world to see. But when you have a society of dog nutters, dog lovers who praise this type of stuff, they don't get called out. They don't get put in their place. They continue this. They keep going and going and going and going. It's like an out of control train. It just keeps going and going until it has to crash. And a lot of these dog nuts do, just like her. She kept going and going and going, and she was mauled to death by her own dogs. But yeah. And all they're doing is just, they all find this funny. They all find this funny. I think there's one more thing that I want to share is this. Another post on Facebook. And they say dogs, pit bull with a loving upbringing are the best guardians your baby can have. That's what they said. When the stats and the stories say otherwise. Man. And what about those stray dogs that attacked that child in India? And they say guardians, and like a pack of them attacked that child. See these dog nuts, dog lovers, pit nutters, bully tards. They're just so dumb, so brainwashed. I mean, they're the ones typing this. And I always say, how can you have to be really dumb to be able to type stupid shit on the internet, and not reread it or see what you wrote. It's just like, how does that happen? Like, how do you do that? How do you incriminate yourself? How do you continue to destroy the reputation of these worthless mutts? They're the ones doing it. They're the ones putting these videos on. I'm not doing it. I may share it, but they're the ones literally putting these things on the internet for the world to see, because they were so comfortable. They were so comfortable because no one else said anything. No one has said anything. So comfortable. No one said anything. No one put them in their place. People just went along with it. They don't want to say anything because they don't want to offend the dog. But even, babies have been getting killed. It's like, that's not even enough. I don't know. I don't know, man. It's just so frustrating. Anyways, kept this within the hour. I am Tim Watson, and please remember that it's one more thing I gotta say. I always keep forgetting to say that I should say more often is, again, RIP to any of the victims of dog attacks. Hope you guys get well. If you've been attacked, I hope you get well. Stay safe. Stay strapped. Stay knowledgeable regarding these dogs, and keep that extra eye open, because you don't know when it's gonna happen. But anyways, I'm Tim Watson. Please remember, it's okay to hate dogs. Thank you for joining me.
It's Okay to Hate Dogs Productions. See you later. Doggy Hater.